Hi, you guys. It's Milo here with my amazing co-host.
Well,
Welcome to another episode of
a moment.
Thank you, you guys, for watching and listening to our podcast. We really appreciate the support that you take out of your busy day to sit there and watch us sit on this couch and look comfortable because this couch is not comfortable at all. Our backs are hurting. And if you would like to donate some money later on in life, we will put our cash app down so you can get us a new couch. How about that? I like that.
Okay, with it.
So this week, I've been working on myself, just trying to be positive, and not let my depression win. Um, and just keep pushing myself and being positive. So you burp, we can keep it, but when I burp, we can't keep it. Okay.
Okay, well, for one, okay, I don't think that picked up, and you, because I tried to do it very silently. You, on the other hand, was bleh. That's what you did.
We, but
I don't even think the mic picked that
it
up.
does pick it up. It be picking up them little children screaming and shit. But we gonna keep this. But anyway, I've just been working on myself to be a little bit more positive and stop beating myself up about the little things. Do you have anything to say, Miss Ma'am?
Miss Ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, um, I think we've both been struggling with mental issues, but I feel like we're both doing a little bit better this week.
Yeah.
I mean, I am, for one. I feel like you have um, a little better. You've been a little bit more chipper than usual, and I like your chipper side. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean,
I
our
got a
last.
haircut.
Huh?
I got a haircut.
So that made you feel better?
Yes. I like what I see in the mirror.
Uh,
At first, I didn't. I was like, oh, look at that caveman.
a haircut doesn't do anything. I mean, I do feel better when I get a haircut, but
It's like makeup.
me it was more so like financial issues and because I'm not working because of my disability and all that. So that can be a little overwhelming at times. So,
Yeah.
but I had a talk with my mom and my aunt, and they made me feel a little bit better in regards to how I've been feeling. Um, but try not to. You know, our last episode was dealing with mental
We
health issues.
we briefly talked about the mental health issues,
Yeah.
and I projected my voice a little bit, so hopefully you guys can hear me. And I put this right here by my thrussy, so you could feel that vibration in your ears.
Would you have to use the word thrissy?
I use it often.
Did you have to use it right now in this moment?
This is my podcast, and if I want,
Oh, it's your podcast.
it's my podcast because I'm putting all the work into it. So I can say
So I'm not doing any work? Just because you edit the videos.
you put the lights up. You did a very good job.
Just because you edit the video doesn't make it your podcast.
You put the lights up when
this
I
is this is a joint thing.
You
If
put
I
the-
knew how to, you said it twice already. If I knew how to edit, I would be editing as well too. But you haven't taught me, so I don't know anything about editing.
My thing is, you have a search engine, right?
Hmm?
You have a search engine, right? Do you know what a search engine is?
I do.
You could type in the search engine and say how to edit
Well,
a
why
video.
do that when I have somebody that could teach me?
I'm not a teacher.
But you know how to, right? The how to, right?
I barely know how to.
Moving on.
Anyway. I meant to tell you guys, I found my new favorite animal, And it's not an animal, it's actually a slug. It is called a sea
Bunny.
bunny. I was going to say a sea otter.
And where did you find out about this sea bunny?
I said SpongeBob.
You didn't say it yet.
Oh,
You haven't.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I said it in my head.
This is our like
I love SpongeBob.
gazillionth time trying to record this episode. So he said it in the last episode, the last time we tried to record it. So maybe that's why in his head he thought he said
We're just having technical difficulties. Because we're trying to push out more episodes for you guys weekly, and this is the second one that we're doing, but on a different day. But all the episodes coming out on Wednesday.
Typically,
on Hump Day.
a couple weeks go by before we record another episode.
Yeah,
and
we
recorded one yesterday. So this is, different for us.
You're
But
not supposed to tell
yeah.
them, but whatever.
You said what?
You're not supposed to tell them. We're recording it back to back to back like that. Back to back to back to back
What's
to back.
the big deal? That's how most people do it.
No, because now we're finna talk about irrelevant things like pussy throat.
Well, edit that out.
I'm not editing none of that out. It's staying in there.
Anyways, he found out about the sea. I didn't know anything about sea. I didn't know sea
I
bunnies
didn't even know it was
existed
real.
until
Yesterday.
watching.
And I was like, are
SpongeBob.
sea bunnies real?
Yeah, and then
And
you
he
had to look it up.
And I was like, they are. You should look up sea bunnies and look up a pink sea bunny. Those are so cute. They're poisonous. And I was like, in my next life, I was telling a coworker today, in my next life, I want to come back as a sea bunny. But they only live a couple of weeks, a few months up to a year. And I'm trying to explore the whole ocean.
Do they have natural predators?
They're poisonous.
But,
I'm pretty sure they do. That's why it's a few months.
right, that's why I asked.
So I also said, scratch that. I want to be one of those ugly fish that live in the very, very bottom of the sea so I can see everything. The one with the light right there. And yeah.
I know which one you're talking about.
It was on a SpongeBob episode too.
Yeah.
So if I can just be down there with them creatures and then I can see that, and I'm good. I'm good to go. Period.
What else did you find out from SpongeBob last night?
Pearl is not a shark. She's a whale.
I can't believe you thought that Pearl was a shark.
She looked like a shark.
She does not look like a shark.
She looked like a shark.
She looks like a whale.
What
She looks like what she is.
No, she looked like a shark.
What part of Pearl looks like a shark?
The whole thing.
She has that big square forehead.
Listen,
What shark has that square-ish?
it's
like,
cartoons.
But for the most part, SpongeBob.
It's square.
No, listen. For the most part, every character in SpongeBob is true to what they are. SpongeBob is a sea sponge. He looks like an actual sponge. That's the only character I can tell you that probably doesn't
And then
look like what.
SpongeBob parents or grandparents look like cookies, but they're not cookies.
But they're they actually look like sea sponges. They're just older. But do you know what a sea sponge actually looks like?
Like a cookie?
No.
No.
His grandmother looks like a chocolate chip cookie.
I thought they were cookies. It's cartoon, guys. It's not real. But anyway.
But Pearl, actually, she looks like a whale.
Okay. I know that she's a whale because of that one episode.
What's wrong with you? Anyways, today's topic is love versus lust. I keep saying love and lust, but it's love versus lust and
We gonna be in it.
knowing the difference
Yeah.
of the two, between the two, because I feel like a lot of people get
Those
Get
confused.
those confused.
Like one person on this couch.
Who?
Look at the gender reveal lights.
They can't see the lights, man.
They can see it on our faces.
Yeah, but they can't tell that
Boy
it's pink
and
They
girl.
can't tell that it's pink and blue. They just see the color. But yeah, I think most people, especially I guess in their younger days, younger
Yes,
age,
younger
they don't know
years.
how to differentiate between the
Mm-mm.
two. Um,
Yep.
I don't know if I ever did confuse the two.
Because some people are smarter than some people on this couch.
But I'm not saying that I didn't. I just don't know if I did. I don't think I really thought about that when I was younger.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was love.
Mm. I mean, as I got older, I was able to, know that this isn't
This
love.
isn't
It's
love.
mostly lust.
Yeah.
Because you meet a person and you think that you're in love with them, and maybe you know what? Actually, in my younger relationships, I probably did confuse um, lust for love. Now that I think about it, a lot of my exes, I don't think I actually. I told them that I loved them, but I don't think I actually did. I think I just liked being around them.
I only love one of my exes.
I think I told all my exes that I loved them.
Yeah.
At some point, I think I did.
He broke my heart.
What does I mean now that you're older?
Mm-hmm.
What does love mean to you?
Love means to me is little things that a person do for their significant other. Like when you put like a cute little sticky note on my food that says "I love you." It's more of a feeling versus um, it's more of a feeling. Honestly, it's just like a warm hug,
Mm-hmm.
um, and just knowing that someone cares about you more than a physical type thing. It's a mental thing also, and just being supportive and just because in the past I thought love was just sacrifice and you
Mm-hmm.
just sacrificing your time and just doing things for each other because we also did like our love languages quiz that was quite long. Um, and I just really appreciate the quality time. And of course, I like physical touch, but just knowing that you're here with me daily,
Mm-hmm.
it's just, it really just makes my day like go by and knowing that I come home to you. So it's more than a four-letter word. It's it's just it's like the actions that you do and just making me feel special. That's what love means to me.
I make you feel special.
Yes.
You make me feel special too. But I mean, for me, um, love. It's when you think about it, it's just I come home to you every day, and you do make me feel special, and
Do
I
I
just
now?
you do. And when I actually sit and I think about like us, and I I don't I can't see myself like being with anybody else. When I think about like God forbid, if we were to ever like part ways or split, um, I just can't see myself like having to start over with anybody else, and it's not because like of course we put so much time and effort into each other. It's not because of that. It's just because when I think about my life and what I want or what I want, it's you. So it's like you said, it's a feeling. you know, and when I think about you, I get, all bubbly and butterflies and stuff like that. So why are you making that face?
Okay. You sure it's me or not something else?
What would be the something else?
But continue.
Anyways, um, but it's hard. I won't say it's hard to explain, but
It is.
it's a feeling that only you know.
Yeah, it's like butterflies spinning in your stomach. I think that's what you're talking about.
That's what I said.
Oh.
Didn't I say butterflies? Bubbly butterflies. I said bubbly and then I said butterflies.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the Bee Gees.
Really, Miles?
I make you want to go shit.
You do sometimes.
Wow.
But but yeah, I mean, but over time, you start to realize that over time I start to realize that you are my person,
Yeah.
and when I'm having a hard day, I would like to come to you. I don't want to go to anybody else. I come to you before I go to my mom sometimes, but you are my person, and I don't see anybody else being that, you know.
Yeah.
But um, but yeah, um,
So, what does lust mean to you? And do you have like an example of or a feeling?
I mean, lust is pretty much, you're only like sexually attracted to another person, and that's why I feel like a lot of my younger relationships, it was mostly lust because when when I would see when we would see each other, it was like all we did was
I mean,
have sex.
when we
And
first started,
I mean, yes, but it eventually grew into more than just that. But I feel like I'm saying with my exes and stuff, it was like I feel like that's all we did.
yeah,
We didn't really talk. We didn't really have moments. We didn't really build relationships or build a bond.
yeah,
But I think that's mostly because we were apart from each other for so long. Because at the time I didn't have my own apartment or anything like that, so we weren't able to like spend much time with each other.
So you telling me you upgraded when you got with me?
Sure. Um,
Wow.
but no, I just feel like we with my exes we just never really tried to build
Build that connection.
that connection that you and I built
Yeah.
over the last
12 years.
12, 13
About
years.
to be.
About to be 13.
Yeah.
But me and you, we took a time to actually like get to know each other and
Yeah.
actually know what our likes and dislikes are and
Yeah.
what makes us tick. But yeah.
I feel like with me, like I was in love once and then I got in like two other relationships and I care for them, but they didn't really fit the criteria that I really needed them to fit into. And I'm also goal driven and I need like my partner to be goal driven also and it was just that it wasn't aligned and they always accuse me of cheating and I never cheated. Now I did talk shit about them. I know one of my exes hacked my Instagram, not Instagram, Facebook, and wrote some bullshit. And I was at work because I used to work at a graveyard shift. Because I didn't go off to college right after school. I got in a relationship. I would never date like when I was younger. Only seen like the dudes that I would go see on the weekends. So I work Monday through Friday, go home. On the weekend, I'll be in the city or I'll be at their house, and all we did was just have sex. So, um, when I found you, initially, like you were just going to be a FB. Honestly, I don't think we discussed that at all, but we could have.
I think when we first met, I don't really think we talked about having sex. I think we we agreed to like meet and
Yeah,
spend. I don't think actually
I don't remember.
the first night that we saw each other,
I
I
think,
think the plan was to have sex. I don't think we actually spoke about it, but we
yeah,
we knew, but we ended up
falling asleep.
watching a movie, and you ended up falling asleep in my arms, and we just spent the night together. I don't even think I was supposed to even spend the night.
No.
But we that was I think that's where I guess like that connection was starting to be built. Because it was different for me because I've never usually when I meet up with somebody it's usually sex. But we ended up watching a movie and actually like building. I think we actually was able to like build some type of like connection that night.
Yeah,
Um,
and then we spent a whole
week.
weekend.
It was the weekend, or it was a
It
week.
was the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, they spent the whole weekend
Weekends
together,
together.
and then I don't think we even had. We
The,
didn't have
well,
sex for like.
the third night, because the third night you were in the shower with me, and I told you I loved you.
No, we weren't in the shower.
We were in the
No,
shower.
we're not. I was sitting on a couch in the
Oh
living room,
yes, and then we went into the shower.
right. But you said you didn't say you loved me in the shower. I was sitting on a couch in the living room, and we were talking about something, and then you laughed. I remember this. I remember it distinctly. You laughed about something, and then you were like, "I love you," and then I was like, "Did he just say that?" But I remember that. So you're
Yes.
not gonna change my mind on that. I remember
Okay.
that because
Well,
it
I
was 3 days later. But it was 3 days into us meeting, and you said you
yeah.
loved me. But
I used to remember. I used to cry during sets too. I used to get so emotional.
did you?
Yes, it was something about you.
About me?
Yes, you always made me emotional
Mm.
when we did the nasty. I used to cry all the fucking time.
Mm. You also cried a lot when you were drunk, so
I don't remember
you
that.
don't remember that? Mm.
No.
Somebody had a drinking problem. No, just joking. But we did. I feel like because we didn't like have sex on that first night, it gave us an opportunity to
Get to know each other on a
yeah, I don't know, more.
yeah,
Um,
because normally because I have fallen asleep on guys before and they'll just get up and leave, and it was just so weird because you stayed.
well, I mean, honestly, if I'm being honest, where was I gonna go? I had to take the bus, and I don't think there was a bus leaving to go anywhere
And
at that
plus,
time.
and
so,
plus, I used to deal with older gentlemen too.
mm,
Yeah,
so I mean, at the time we were both transportationless. Um,
I did, but I mean,
no, you
I
didn't
didn't
get
have
your
a car,
no right
but I knew people that had cars.
right, but that at that
That
time
would do anything for me.
yeah, but at that time that didn't matter. Yeah,
Yeah.
I,
I wasn't finna go
not gonna
out.
ask one of your little friends to take me home.
Oh no.
Exactly.
I would have just kicked you out. You gotta
You
go.
kicked me out. That
Yeah.
is.
If I didn't like you, I would have just turned back around and
That
be
is
like,
wild.
yeah.
But I mean, I mean, when I first met when you came down that hill and I saw you, it's like he's like freakishly tall, and I did think you were a little weird looking.
Oh, when I saw
you
you,
clearly thought I was weird.
I was like, oh, this nigga catfished me. He don't look nothing like these pictures.
I look like my pictures.
But I was like, you know what? I'm desperate and horny. Who
Wow.
cares?
I look like my pictures.
What you talking about? No.
I did.
You didn't have no six pack.
I Well, first of all, that one picture you're talking about, I did that when we were already together. So I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't have any shirtless pictures when you met me
I don't
because
know.
I didn't like my body. So there's no way you thought
I
that I
don't
had a
know
six
what.
pack.
Whatever. You just didn't look what I thought you would look like.
You talking about a six pack? I put a six pack on one of the pictures. I know what I know what you're talking about. There's a picture that I put a six pack, but that was when we were already dating.
Yeah, you.
But you never saw any shirtless pictures of me because I didn't like my body at that time. So
I was like, whatever. I need something for tonight. I knew I was a hoe when I first got here. I'm still a hoe, apparently to some people in this room.
I don't think you're a hoe. I mean, you
I just
were. You had hoish ways.
I wouldn't even call myself a hoe. I would call myself a person who liked to love other people. In the moment,
So I mean, okay,
it's lust.
right. So I mean, speaking of lust,
I mean, because honestly, when I got in a relationship with you, um, speaking of lust, I really felt like I jumped into this relationship because I know I told you I loved you, but I didn't know what love was anymore because it was so faded, and I think I was very attracted to you, and it took me a while to figure out um, what love was. Like one of the quotes that I read was, um, I forgot the quote, but it's something along these lines. You know, I really didn't deserve you. And I felt like when I stepped out of the relationship multiple times, it took the arguments and us talking about why I did it. I mean, I owned up to the situation. Um, and it's just, I honestly don't know why I did it, but because other people was lusting for my body, and I felt like I was missing something with our relationship because I don't think that I was 100% attracted to you back then. I liked your personality. I liked the things that you did for me. I love that you cooked for me and you were always there and you were intelligent. But it was a part of me that wanted more. And I feel like because I didn't really have like a, a whole phase, I just went out. What I'm trying to say is, I felt, because we talked about it, I felt like we jumped in a relationship
we did.
too fast and I couldn't really be out there. But a part of me appreciates you staying, and a part of me is so happy that I didn't catch anything. Because this girl's out here just, busting it wide open. And I ain't like using protection. So, um, it's just, I really, I apologized for what I did. And it's like that song by Tank, I Deserve. And when he said, you know, when I found out, you were chatting or whatever with other people, I just had to take a step back and be like, well, you did this to him. So you can't really say shit. Because when you start, you know, because I know like with me, when we had arguments, you never brought it up. I always brought it up because I felt guilty. And because I told you, I think the real reason why I told you, because you always proposed to me, and I always told you no. Remember the first time you proposed to me? It was in college, and I was like, no, I want to focus on school, and I was out here being a big asshole. But I, kept you around, and I don't know why I did it.
Did I propose or did I just bring up marriage?
No, you proposed, and you proposed to me like 3 or 4 times. Then when I graduated from college, you proposed to me again, and I was like, I'm not ready for this, and I felt like the guilt. You know how you have something on your shoulder, a weight,
Mm-hmm.
and when I told you what I did with those several people, um,
I
and
mean, it's also my fault for not, even seeing that. There was so many signs, and
I mean, people were even telling you, and
yeah,
I did some fucked up shit.
that's what I'm saying. To that someone, one of our friends actually, well, I don't consider
Yeah,
him a friend, but one of our uh,
associates,
acquaintances even
a person that
tried to tell me.
a person that crossed
He was a
our
friend of a friend,
direction
our paths.
paths.
Tried to tell me, but I didn't. I don't know. I think I was so
You,
stupid in love that I didn't really pick up on what he was saying. Because it was I think I had went out of town, and you told me that one of your friends took you to Walmart to go grocery shopping. Because you didn't have a car, you didn't get your car yet. He got his car first before I did, but you didn't have a car yet. And you said one of your friends took you to Walmart to go grocery shopping, and
which was true, but I didn't
which
tell you the
yes,
whole
which was true,
story.
but you didn't tell me everything. And then our acquaintance was
The,
like, "Oh, is that what he told you?" And I was like, "Yeah," and I didn't think anything of it. It didn't, it never really like clicked that he was trying to say that what he said was a lie. Well, not really a lie, but it didn't click. So I was just that stupid in love. I did my dirt, you did your dirt, but I think for me it was mostly because you did your dirt. I felt like I needed to
payback.
pay back, which isn't right because two wrongs don't make a right, but sometimes it does.
I mean, I feel like because it was lust, and we also had two different mindsets
Mm-hmm.
of what a relationship is.
Yeah.
Like for me, I believe that I can be in a poly relationship.
Mm.
Like in my big age, I think
I mean, that's not like what's the
no,
word?
like when you were younger, I always thought like
Uh,
this. Like I can have multiple people. I can be in a relationship with 4 people,
but being
and
in a poly relationship, I think don't they all live together?
they all live
Right.
together or whatever.
But
But
I'm
I
saying
will.
now it's
I
not unfathomable. I mean, I'm not saying that can't happen. It could.
oh, I don't want that now. I mean, we can find someone that's like financially stable and they can just be here and love on you
Mm-hmm.
and do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I can play the video game. And if they can keep you entertained, I'm cool with that. Long as they chip in with the bills and stuff.
I just want a sugar daddy that don't want no sugar. I just want to.
I'm cool with a sugar mama too.
I just want to cuddle.
I told you I was a box whisperer last episode. I whisper in that
I
box.
just want to cuddle, and maybe give you a little kiss on the cheek here and there, and then you just pay my bills. But
What if they smell like old people? Mothballs and old people. Because old people
that
have
means
it.
they got more money. No, that's not how that works. No.
Absolutely not.
But I mean, we both, like I said, we've both done our dirt, and
Yeah.
but we've
We moved.
learned to, I guess, look past that, and
I wouldn't say look past it. I feel like we needed to go through that. I needed to get that out of my system
I
to be
mean,
a better person.
we did rush into our relationship, and we both had just moved to Atlanta. We didn't really
Yeah.
have a.
Because I had a list of people I wanted to.
I was here before you. I had already had somewhat of like a phase, like a whole
I
phase.
know.
But you had just moved, like you had literally just
Yes.
moved here, and
Oh, I
when we
did it.
started speaking,
The first night that I got over here, it was a guy, right? And he was like, whatever. He was kissing me, and it was like he was trying to suck my fucking lips off. And I was like, my lips were like really numb and swollen. But it was just whatever. And then the second night, found me an older gentleman.
not an older gentleman.
I love me an old man with a bald head and facial hair.
I don't know. I don't see how people do older people.
They mature,
Um,
know how to move around. If
like
they need to
like
move around,
in
they be
when we
in it.
first when I first how old we were, like 22
We were
ish,
21.
21, 22. Anybody that was 30 and above, that was old.
I was with
Um,
people pop-ups.
I've
Just,
never understood the whole like wanting an older person. It's just it was never something that was like appeasing to me. Like
they got their life together. So why would I want
not
some?
all the time.
The
Like
ones that I deal with, they have their shit together.
but even that wasn't appealing to me. Like it's just even though you got your shit together. Well, okay. If I did go towards an older person, is because yes, because they have their shit together, they have their own place, they got their own car, they could they
Yeah.
could benefit me in a way. But I was never like I would talk to them to because they have their shit together, but I was never attracted to anybody that was over 30. If like okay, this is how it was for me. If I found you attractive without knowing how old you were, and you told me at that age, at 21, 22, and if I found you attractive, I started speaking to you, and then you told me that you were 30 and above, whatever attraction I had, out the window. Like it just disappears,
I
and I
was
don't know why.
I was talking to a guy for the longest, right? Um, and he told me the reason why he liked talking to me is because I look younger than what I am. So when I was 20, I probably looked 16 or 17. And he was like, I like you because you look younger. And I was like, I don't really give a fuck.
That's not alarming. That's not a
I
red
still
flag.
smashed him.
That's not a red flag at all.
I mean, I was young. I was like, oh, cool. He fit everything I like. He was bald, had facial hair and muscles and tattoos. I ain't really
That
care.
gave very much
He
pedo.
did really, looking back at it, it did.
Very much pedo.
Yeah.
So I
And
just
then, because I was really, really skinny then and rib cage showing the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
I mean, I know, like, I, I, I mean, I guess I can relate to that. I had a thing for. I mean, I liked younger guys, but not like to the point to where they were like underaged. I just like if I was 21, I would, someone who's like 18, 19. It was. I've always had a thing for younger men, but not like
So
he's
you,
underaged.
so you're like a sugar daddy now.
What do you mean?
You like younger.
But I'm not going. It's not like I'm going after anybody or looking for anybody to be. But if I was, I'd probably go for somebody who was younger than me.
I
But
remember, because you remember, so like being in an open relationship, someone was like 19 trying to talk to me, and I was like, oh, he's so adorable. No,
as I
no, thank you.
as I get older, like if I wasn't in a relationship with you, as I get older, I probably would be the person like for the ones like you who like older men. I probably would be the older person that the younger guy was looking for. Like I would be the older guy. I think as
Yeah.
I think as if I was in a relationship with you, I probably would be the older guy that the younger guy was looking for.
We can change that if you would like. You don't have to be here anymore. You could find you a nice little
That's
sugar
what
baby.
you want.
I can find me
I mean, it seems like that's what you want.
a nice attorney or something.
But anyways, I mean, so like, why do you think that people stay in like toxic relationships or like situationships that they know aren't good for them? Like,
Um, I'm a type of person. I like to stay. Now, when I was younger, I would not stay in a relationship. If you're toxic and it was something different about you. But
some people say that we were in a toxic relationship.
people say that all the time, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be out here in these streets like y'all and been jumping in 2, 3 relationship within 3 weeks.
This is one guy I follow. He's in a new relationship every couple of weeks, and I
I think
don't.
it's the same person I follow. Did he work at that job with me that time? The skinny one?
No, I don't even think he lives there.
Oh, okay. So one of my old coworkers, he be in a different relationship.
You talking
at
about when you worked at
Marshalls? The
Oh,
tall,
I thought
skinny
you were talking
one?
about DSW,
No.
the older one. Oh wait, no, isn't he married? No, man, he's not. He's married.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
No. It was a gay person working at DSW?
Was it DSW? I think it was DSW. Maybe it was Oh no, it was Marshalls. Never mind.
No,
The older person, yeah, and he was older, and I think he's married now.
Uh,
You know what I'm talking about? I think you did pictures for him too one time. Yeah, you took pictures of him.
but he was always married.
Oh, he always married?
Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't talking about him.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, there's somebody. He's like in a different relationship every. I think now he's been in a constant relationship for a while now. But I don't see how people like jump in and out of these relationships.
I was because they're looking for one thing. It's like how we jumped into the well, they'll meet on the same app that we met on. They'll do what you know, get to third base before first base. I feel like we did first base, then second base, then third within 3 days. They're doing third base and then trying to get to know the person and just, giving up your goodies.
Yeah.
And I know, like, you always told me, like, when you have sex with people, you give a part of yourself to that person. And I didn't really see that when I was younger. Now that I'm older, I I feel like I did give a piece of myself to each and every person that I done something with. I just, like, now in my big age, I don't really I know we're still in the open relationship, but I really don't like to be bothered with other people and their personality.
People are dumb.
And I feel like it's like the immaturity level of these people. I get a text message I told you last pod, I get a text message from someone that I recently linked out with. And I get a text message from this man every fucking day. And I'm not saying that I got bomb dick, but I mean, like, it's annoying. And dude older than me. It's just annoying. But let's continue.
You didn't really answer the question I asked.
What was the question?
Where do you think people stay in these?
I feel like it's honestly they don't want to give up. I feel like they see little positive because I always tell people when people ask me for relationship advice, write down the cons and the pros. If the pros weigh out the cons, then stay. If the cons weigh out the pros, leave. And sometimes, we're not being realistic with ourselves on the cons and pros. We just, or the person will change overnight or say, oh, I won't do that again, or I changed for you, or even going to therapy and, saying, I'm going to therapy, it's really helping. In a couple of months, they'll change, and then they'll probably 6 months down the line, they'll fall back into their old habits. So in actuality, they're not really changing. So I feel like you have that little hope of that person changing, and they're not actually going to change unless they really want to. Like for me, I know we talked about it the other day. You said that I have changed a little bit and not been too verbal with you. And I still say, like, shut the fuck up or leave me the fuck alone. And I'm super aggressive with my words. And it's something that you don't like at all. And calling you out your name, like, I might call you a bitch or stupid or something like that, which is, it's not justifying. It's time for bedtime. Justifying my actions, but it's just, it's just something that I need to work on. And I kind of told you the last conversation, like, um, it's like how you try to, like the soft parenting. I'll tell you to leave me alone. You won't do it. But if I say leave me the fuck alone and put a little bass up in that shit, you'll leave me alone.
That's not true because you don't ever just say leave me alone. That's not a
In my head,
you don't do that. So it's just like, how do you know if you've never tried to just be civil? You know what I
I
mean?
am civil. What are you talking
What
about?
I mean is like
I'm
you've never actually just said to me, Morgan, I would like for you to leave me alone right now. It's always leave me the fuck alone. Like, and then it's like you get loud and then you do all this stuff. And then, I mean, you always told me that I'd be talking to you sideways, but I've always told you that I don't know when I do it. Just recently, you pointed out that it's like when I have my little attitude. That I know of, but I didn't know it was that specifically you were talking about. I thought you were saying like I talk like I'm like snippy or like kind of like I never knew exactly what moments you were talking about.
mm-hmm.
And then we just had this conversation and I asked you if is it when I have my attitudes. That I know I'm doing sometimes.
Yeah.
So now that I know that you're talking about that, then I can actually work on not talking to you, or what you call talking to you sideways.
Yeah.
I don't consider that to be talking to you sideways. It's just me having a little bit of an attitude or a bad day. I mean, you have your bad days as well too. But
No, I don't have bad days. I don't know what you're talking about.
okay. But
I don't know
but
what you're talking about.
but you it's just it's very apparent when you are being an asshole. Cuz like I said, you get loud, you curse, you say things.
Cursing is like seasoning to chicken for me.
Okay, but you don't have to curse. You can just say, hey, leave me alone. Or hey, can you just give me a moment?
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the way you say things. And it's if you're nicer when you do that, then,
I'll get a reward later.
maybe you get a reward.
Ooh,
We'll
what kind of reward? Something I like?
see. You'd have to wait and find out.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean,
So what is for the viewers? What's some red flags to look out for like lust and love? What's some red flags for the lust? What should they look out for?
I mean, if all the person wants to do is have sex when you
Hunch on
see
your
each
leg.
other, then that's I think
Run.
it's just run. It's mostly lust. If you guys can't
Have a
see
decent.
each other and just like have like conversation or spend time with each other without hopping on each other's backs,
Yeah.
then it the that relationship might just be mostly
Yeah.
just lust. Like you guys for I if me and you we I think we're getting better at like having conversations. Sometimes I want to talk, but you don't want to talk about things. But um,
But I will text you.
you'll text me. He definitely will text me
I'm very.
once he
Calm down.
calms himself
Calm
down.
down.
And once he is able to gather his thoughts.
Thoughts, yeah. And I'm very quite smart when I'm calm and I collected my thoughts too. Like when it's like right now with us talking, I I don't know what it is. It's the lights or something. I just get very dumb. Really, really dumb.
What do you think?
I don't know. It could be like a camera shy or whatever. Because I did it at Joe's podcast. I got really quiet like this, and I was like, yeah.
I think it's because this wasn't your podcast. Because you do a lot of talking during our podcast.
I know, and that's what Joe said. He was like, you do so much talking on yours, and here you are all shy and whatnot.
Yeah.
And plus, Joe make me nervous sometimes.
Oh my god. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, just if so the biggest thing when it comes to like red flags between love and lust is if the only thing they want to do is hunch when you guys see each other,
That's
then
not the right person for you.
it's not the right person. I mean, you guys should be able to like see each other and
And if they're a content creator on that OF page,
yeah,
run.
that's a different. This this one relationship is I don't see how they're getting along, but they're both content creators on OF, and I mean of course they're making content with other people, but I mean I guess the to each his own.
I mean, we can't really judge. We're in an open relationship.
Well, I mean yeah, I get that, but it's just like, you have to constantly do stuff with other people to create content. So it's just like for us, yes, we're in an open relationship, but it's like we don't have to
do anything
with anybody if we choose not to.
Yeah.
But if you're content creators on OF and you have your whole thing is making content with other people as well, then I feel like I think that just creates a burden.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, like I said, to each his own. Not judging. I don't know how they get a. I don't know. But anyways,
So, I would like to do something different with our viewers because I'm getting a little hungry and tired. It's around our bedtime too. So I want you guys to message us on our Instagram. I think you can message us on YouTube too. Um, just give us some questions. What's your thoughts and opinion on what we discussed today? If this really helped you guys navigate through a relationship or knowing the difference from love versus lust, and if this was very helpful.
yeah. And you guys can also like give us topics on things that you guys want us to talk about or want to hear our opinions on certain topics and situations. We're open to that too, because sometimes we have to think about things that we want to talk about. And if you give us ideas on things that you want to hear or hear our opinions on,
Yeah,
we're open to doing that as well too. So, but
I want to do like some birthday shout out. I want to shout out Allison, she'll be turning 19.
My mom's birthday is today, so happy birthday, Mom.
Also, David's birthday is coming up. And Breeze. They're both Virgos. So it's like the end of the
Why
month.
don't we do it? It's closer to.
Oh, never mind David and Bree.
I mean,
We'll
that's
do it
fine.
closer.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna do an episode before then.
I might forget. That's the thing.
But anyways, guys, we're gonna.
Thank you again for watching our pod.
Yes.
I know we did a little bit more bickering, but we're kind of tired because we had technical difficulties, and I cannot say difficulties at all. So.
But we'll see you guys in the next pod.
Next week. Stay tuned.
Stay true to yourself. Love yourself. And we'll see you next time.
Yes, and be in it.